Hello all, I welcome you to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to install latest version of React, that is React version 19 on Windows operating system. And after that I'll also show you how to create a React project and how to run that on our browser. So to watch the video till the end, if you face any issues you can always comment on our comment sections. I'm always there to help you. And also don't forget to follow us on our Instagram. So now to install React, you will need basically two things. One is NodeJS and then you will also need Visual Studio Code. So let's download NodeJS. Just simply type NodeJS on our browser and just hit enter. So let's click on the first option and you will be landed over to the official site of NodeJS. Here you need to switch to this pre-built installer and you will see this drop down over here. So when you click on this drop down, you will see all these different versions of Node.js available to download. From here we are going to select the LTS version, that is version 22.12. Once you have Node.js downloaded, let's download Visual Studio Code as well. Just simply type Visual Studio Code download and click on the first option. So download Visual Studio Code and you'll be immediately landed over to the official site of Visual Studio Code. Here you need to download it for your respective operating system. I'll download it for Windows. So you can see both our Visual Studio Code and Node.js is rightly downloaded over here. So now it's time to install it one by one. So let's start with our Node.js. Just simply double click on the installer and it's going to show you this welcome to Node.js installation wizard. So here let's minimize our download directory and just simply click on next over here. So these are all license agreement. You need to read this, accept it and click on next. So this is where our Node.js is going to be installed, which is totally fine. Keep it everything default and click on next. So these are all components going to install, everything's fine. Click on next. Here it will ask you whether you'd like to also install Chocolatey or not. So I'll skip this. I'm going to uncheck that and I'm going to just simply click on next. And it's ready to be installed. Click on install and there you go. You can see that our installation is ready to begin. Before that it will going to also ask you for administrative privileges. You just simply click on yes and there you go. Our installation is ready to begin and it is done as well. Just simply click on finish. So now that our Node.js is ready installed, it's time to install Visual Studio Code. So just simply double click on the installer for Visual Studio Code. So these are our license agreement. You need to accept the license agreement and you need to click on next. So this is where our Visual Studio Code is going to be installed. Everything is fine. Click on next. So it's going to create a Visual Studio Code folder where it's going to install. Just keep it default. Click on next and check all these different options and click on next. So you see ready to be installed. Click on install. So immediately you will see that our installation is rightly started. So let's wait for a couple of minutes over here. So by the time it gets installed, I'll request you please to consider subscribing our channel Geeky Syntax. So here regularly I'm posting lot of videos. So recently I have posted many videos on WordPress as well. So if you're interested you can also watch all these different videos on this channel. So please do consider subscribing our channel Geeky Syntax. That's going to really motivate me to make more and more this kind of videos. Here let's wait for a couple of minutes. So welcome back. So now you can clearly see that our Visual Studio is rightly installed. So our launch Visual Studio option is also over here. Just simply click on finish. So that's going to immediately start launching our Visual Studio Code. So you can see that our Visual Studio Code is rightly open. Let's close this for the time being and so you can see both our Visual Studio Code and Node.js is now rightly installed. So now it's time to create our React project. So for that, let's create a new folder on our desktop and let's name this folder as react.js. project. So, and just simply go inside that folder. So our React projects folder is right created, and this is our path. So here just simply click on this address bar and type cmd to open our command prompt right at this location. So you can see that our React project is rightly opened at this location. So now it's time to create our React project. So let's start with npx create -react -app. So we are going to create a React project. So this is our command npx create -react -app, and then you need to provide name of our project, which is hello world, and just simply hit enter. So immediately it will show you that that it's going to create a project called create react -app at the rate version 5.2.1. So do you like to proceed with this? Just simply type y and hit enter, and then it's going to start installing our package. You can see that it is rightly started creating our React project hello world. So let's wait for a couple of minutes over here. So welcome back. So now you can see that it is showing some error. So if you read this error, you'll be able to see that it is telling that some issues with dependency tree. So basically it couldn't able to resolve this dependency error, that is React version 18.0.0 from testing library React 13.4.1. So it has also provided a solution. Also, if you see, it has also provided one solution. So let's try that one. Just simply type npm config set legacy-peer-deps -true. So you need to just simply write this command called npm config set legacy-peer-deps true. Alright, and hit enter. So immediately you will see that our config will be rightly set with no errors. Now let's close everything and let's start creating our project all over again. So type this command called npx create react app hello world, and then you'll again see that our project is rightly started creating. So now hopefully it should be working fine. So let's wait for some time. And you can see that it is rightly done now. So our project is now rightly created. So we need to just set that config. So that's one bug on recent versions of React 19. So in this way you can easily solve that issue, and you can create a React project. So now let's go inside that project folder. So just simply type cd hello world, which is name of project, and you'll be rightly inside our hello world project folder on our command prompt. And after that, let's just simply type code space dot and hit enter. So that should be opening your this project on Visual Studio Code. So you can see our Visual Studio Code is rightly opened with our project hello world over here. So if you expand this src folder, we'll see lot of files and folders over here. So in here we'll get a file called index.js, and we have another file called app.js. And if you expand this public folder, you'll see another folder called another file called index.html. Then we have a logo. Everything can open, and you can see all of that on Visual Studio Code itself. All right, so now what you need to do is you need to click on this triple dot for Explorer, and you need to enable these npm scripts. So immediately you will see these npm scripts rightly over in the bottom part of your Visual Studio Code, bottom left actually. So here you can see all these different options like start, build, test, eject, all of that is rightly showing under npm scripts, right? And that is actually coming from this package.json file. So everything is fine. Let's run our project. Just go to terminal and just simply type over here npm start, and immediately we'll see that our project is rightly started creating. So you can see that it is also showing some error. So cannot find module this code gen. So that's the error it is showing. So we need to install this package manually. So what you can do is you can just scroll down, and you can just on our command prompt, if you just simply type something like npm install -- save -dev agv then ~7. So just simply write this command and just simply hit enter. Immediately we'll see that it going to start fetching all the files from internet with respect to agv, and it's going to install it locally on your system. So once when it gets done, you'll see that it is rightly installed with no issues. So now if you again run that same command, that is npm start, and just simply hit enter, immediately you'll see it is rightly started building our project, and this time it's going to work completely fine, and it's not going to show any error, and you'll be able to see this starting the server, and on our browser it's rightly started loading our project. So on our local host at port 3000, it's going to start loading our project. So our React app is rightly opened over here. You can see that our React app is up and running on our browser and on our local host port 3000, right? So let's go back to our Visual Studio Code, and if you open this app.js, you can see that whatever content it is showing up over here is actually coming from here. So that is within this div tag, right? So if you remove this header section, and if you just simply type your own code, so let's give one h1 tag, and within h1 tag, if you just simply type helloworld double explanation, and just simply save this file, and just simply just save this file, immediately you will see that our project is rightly built it and refreshed, and on our browser everything is wiped out, and it only shows the output hello world on our browser, right? So in this way you can easily install latest version of React project, and you can start working on your React projects. So if you go to this package.json, you'll be able to see that it is using latest version of React, which is in version 19, right? So yeah, so that's how you install latest version of React. I am also making lot of videos on WordPress, e-commerce and all that, so do watch my other videos as well, and also don't forget to subscribe our channel Geeky Syntax. That's going to really motivate me to make more and more this kind of videos. So that's basically all about this video, friends. Thank you very much for watching this video, and God bless you all.